Hello, everyone, and a warm welcome to you all. If you're new here, I'm delighted you've stumbled upon our channel. And if you're a returning viewer, it's wonderful to have you back. Whether you're here to seek wisdom, to find tranquility, or simply to delve into a new perspective, I hope you find what you're looking for as we explore the heart of Stoicism together. In today's video, we're exploring a unique theme, one that's timely and can add a different dimension to your holiday season. We're talking about a Stoic Christmas peace, gratitude, and what really matters. Diving into the rich philosophy of Stoicism and how it can shape and enhance our understanding and experience of the festive season. For those who are new to the concept, Stoicism is an ancient Greek philosophy that teaches the development of self-control and fortitude as methods of overcoming destructive emotions. It encourages us to understand what we can control and let go of what we can't, promoting tranquility, effectiveness, and a sense of peace. The lessons from Stoicism can be especially poignant during the holidays, a time often filled with stress, expectations, and a whirlwind of emotions. Now, you might be thinking, wait a minute, Stoicism and Christmas, how do these two fit together? And that's a fair question. After all, Christmas is often associated with joy, indulgence, and merriment, while Stoicism is known for its focus on discipline, control, and acceptance of life as it is. On the surface, they might seem like strange bedfellows, but when we delve deeper, you'll see how seamlessly they can intertwine to create a meaningful and tranquil holiday experience. We're going to explore how applying Stoic principles can help us find peace amidst the holiday chaos, nurture gratitude for the simple things, and refocus our attention on what truly matters. As we journey through this discussion, we'll uncover how Stoicism can help us move away from the commercialized, consumptive aspects of Christmas and instead embrace a more mindful, appreciative perspective. In our modern society, Christmas can often become a time of stress and anxiety as we get swept up in the whirlwind of gift buying, party planning, and striving for an elusive perfect Christmas. But the Stoics offer a different perspective, one that encourages us to find contentment in what we have, appreciate the present moment, and celebrate the true essence of the season. So, whether you're a seasoned Stoic, a curious newcomer, or someone simply seeking a more peaceful holiday season, this video is for you. We're going to dive into some ancient wisdom, apply it to our modern lives, and perhaps, in the process, find a new way to celebrate this special time of year. So sit back, grab a cup of hot cocoa, and prepare to explore the Stoic side of Christmas. Let's get started. All right, let's dig into our main point, understanding Stoicism. This ancient philosophy, which originated in Athens in the 3rd century BC, is more than a set of beliefs or intellectual exercises. It's a practical guide for life, a roadmap for navigating the ups and downs, the joys and sorrows, and everything in between. And, as well see, it's a perspective that can add a whole lot of depth to our Christmas celebrations. At the heart of Stoicism is the idea that we can't control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca taught that while we might not be able to prevent certain events from happening, we can choose not to be harmed by them. We can choose not to let external circumstances dictate our inner peace. Now, you might be thinking, that's easier said than done, and you're absolutely right. But that's where the practice of Stoicism comes in. Stoicism isn't just about understanding these principles. It's about living them. It's about practicing them every day, in every situation, until they become second nature. One of the key teachings of Stoicism is the idea of focusing on what's in our control and letting go of what's not. And there are few times in the year when this teaching becomes more relevant than during the holiday season. Christmas can bring a whirlwind of events and emotions, from the joy of family gatherings to the stress of last-minute shopping, from the warmth of shared meals to the sadness of missing loved ones. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, to feel like we're at the mercy of events. But here's where Stoicism can help. It reminds us that while we can't control everything that happens around us, we can control our reactions. We can choose to focus on the joy and love that Christmas brings, rather than the stress and busyness. We can choose to be grateful for the precious moments with our loved ones, rather than lamenting those we can't be with. We can choose to find peace in the midst of chaos. Stoicism also teaches us to value simplicity and to focus on what's truly important. It encourages us to resist the commercialization of Christmas, the pressure to buy more, do more, be more. Instead, it invites us to embrace the simplicity of being present, of savoring the here and now, of appreciating the true essence of Christmas. So, as we celebrate this Christmas, let's remember the Stoic teachings. Let's focus on what we can control: our attitudes, our responses, our inner peace. Let's cherish the simple joys, the shared moments, the love and warmth that this season brings. But what does a Stoic Christmas look like in practice? And how can we apply these principles to our own celebrations? Stay tuned, because in the next section, we'll be exploring some practical tips for a Stoic Christmas. As we delve into our second main point, let's explore the connection between Stoicism and Christmas. Christmas is often perceived through a lens of consumerism and material gain. But when we apply the principles of Stoicism, we get an entirely different perspective. Stoicism, an ancient Greek philosophy, teaches us to focus on what we can control, to accept what we can't, and to distinguish between the two. It's about embracing a life of virtue, wisdom, and inner peace. It encourages us to be mindful of our emotions, to practice self-discipline, and to live in harmony with nature and our fellow beings. When we think about it, isn't that the real essence of Christmas? Stoicism can help us rediscover the true spirit of Christmas by shifting our focus from the external to the internal. Instead of obsessing over the perfect gift or the fanciest dinner, we can concentrate on nurturing our relationships, expressing gratitude, and spreading love and joy. Consider the Stoic concept of amor fati, or love of fate. It's about embracing everything that happens, including the hardships, as necessary parts of life's tapestry. So, if your Christmas plans don't go as expected, instead of getting frustrated, a Stoic would see it as an opportunity to grow and learn. Stoicism also emphasizes the impermanence of everything. We know all too well that Christmas comes and goes every year. But instead of feeling a sense of loss when it's over, Stoics would remind us to appreciate the moment while it's here, knowing that its fleeting nature is what makes it special. Moreover, the Stoic practice of negative visualization can also play a role in our Christmas experience. It involves periodically imagining the loss of things we value. This might seem counterintuitive, but it actually makes us more appreciative of what we have. So, instead of taking our Christmas blessings for granted, we can use this practice to deepen our gratitude. Finally, let's not forget the Stoic principle of sympathia, the interconnectedness of all things. Christmas is a time when many of us feel a strong sense of community, of being part of something bigger. It's a reminder that we're all in this together, and that our actions can have a ripple effect on others. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, "What is not good for the swarm is not good for the bee." So, this Christmas, let's try to apply these Stoic principles. Let's focus on what truly matters: our character, our actions, and our responses to life's challenges. Let's celebrate the season not with mindless consumption, but with mindful contemplation, genuine connection, and profound gratitude. Christmas through the lens of Stoicism might seem unconventional, but it could lead us to a more meaningful, enriching, and peaceful holiday season. And isn't peace one of the greatest Christmas gifts we can give ourselves? But how can we practically apply Stoicism to our Christmas celebrations? And what would a Stoic Christmas look like? Stay tuned, because that's what we'll be discussing in the next section of the video. Now, let's delve into the practical side of Stoicism and how we can apply it during the festive season. For our third main point, we're going to discuss Stoic practices that you can incorporate for a peaceful Christmas. Firstly, let's talk about amor fati, a Latin phrase that can be translated as love of fate. This principle encourages us to embrace everything that happens in life, both good and bad, as necessary and beneficial for our personal growth. During Christmas, instead of getting stressed about the burnt turkey or the delayed flights, embrace these as part of the experience. Remember, it's not what happens to us, but how we respond to it that matters. The second practice is negative visualization. This might sound a bit gloomy, especially for the holiday season, but bear with me. Negative visualization is a practice where you imagine the worst possible scenarios in order to appreciate what you have. For instance, imagine not being able to celebrate Christmas next year. Sounds terrible, right? This type of visualization can help us appreciate the present moment, the people around us, and the simple joys that Christmas brings. Next, let's discuss memento mori, which is Latin for remember you must die. This isn't meant to be morbid, but rather a reminder to live fully in the present and appreciate every moment, because life is ephemeral. During Christmas, this can mean savoring every bite of your meal, cherishing each laugh, each hug, and every kind gesture, because these moments are precious and transient. Now, unto premeditatio malorum, or premeditation of evils. This is a practice where you anticipate potential problems and mentally prepare for them. If you're hosting Christmas dinner, for example, you might anticipate some potential issues. Maybe the food won't turn out perfect, or some family tension might arise. By anticipating these, you're not caught off guard, and you can handle the situation with equanimity. Lastly, practicing virtue is a central tenet of Stoicism. The Stoics believe that virtue is the highest good and should guide our actions. During Christmas, this can mean practicing kindness, patience, and generosity. Perhaps it means being understanding When your sibling brings up a contentious topic or showing extra patience with your overexcited children, Stoicism isn't about eliminating emotions. It's about experiencing them fully, but not letting them control your happiness and peace. These practices can help you navigate the festive season with serenity and joy, focusing on what truly matters: the shared love, connection, and gratitude. But how can we ensure that these practices stick? And what's the best way to introduce Stoic philosophy to our family and friends without sounding preachy or pretentious? Stay tuned to find out how to make Stoicism a part of your daily life and how to spread the wisdom of this ancient philosophy in a way that's accessible and appealing to everyone. As we delve deeper into the Stoic philosophy of Christmas, we arrive at our fourth main point: gratitude and contentment. In a world that often seems to spin on an axis of constant desire and dissatisfaction, the Stoics offer a different perspective. They argue that true happiness and peace come from appreciating what we already have, rather than constantly yearning for more. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said that he is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. This quote encapsulates the importance of gratitude in Stoicism. The Stoics believed that gratitude was fundamental to maintaining tranquility and mental fortitude. They encouraged us to regularly take stock of our blessings and appreciate them, rather than focusing on what we lack. This does not mean that Stoics were against ambition or improving our circumstances, but rather they advocated for a balanced perspective. We should strive for better while still being content with what we have. This balance between ambition and contentment is beautifully illustrated in the Stoic concept of the preferred indifferent. This concept suggests that while we can have preferences and work towards them, we should remain indifferent to the outcome. This means we should do our best, but not be attached to the results. If we succeed, great. If we don't, that's fine too. Our happiness should not be dependent on external circumstances. Now, imagine applying this perspective to the Christmas season. Instead of stressing about the perfect gift or the ideal Christmas dinner, we focus on appreciating the moment. We take joy in the company of our loved ones, in the warmth of our homes, in the simple pleasures that the season brings. We stop for a moment to appreciate all the beauty and goodness in our lives, and in doing so, we find true contentment. The Stoic Christmas is not about extravagant gifts or lavish feasts. It's about simple joys, deep gratitude, and contentment. It's about recognizing that the greatest gift we can give and receive is love and kindness. It's about understanding that the most lavish feast is a heart full of gratitude. This is the true essence of a Stoic Christmas, a celebration not of material wealth, but of emotional and spiritual wealth. So, as we approach the holiday season, let us take a moment to reflect on these Stoic teachings. Let's cultivate gratitude for what we have, contentment in the present moment, and an understanding that our happiness does not depend on external circumstances. In the end, Stoicism teaches us that the true spirit of Christmas isn't found in the hustle and bustle of holiday shopping or in the pile of gifts under the tree. It's found in the quiet moments of gratitude, in the warm embrace of loved ones, in the glow of contentment that comes from appreciating what we already have. But how can we cultivate this Stoic mindset throughout the holiday season and beyond? Stay tuned as we explore practical steps to living a Stoic Christmas in our next section. as we explore the fifth and final main point of this discussion on Stoicism and Christmas. We delve into the heart of the matter. What really matters? This question is at the core of Stoic philosophy and, when asked with sincerity, can profoundly influence how we experience Christmas and life in general. The Stoics believe that to live a good life, one must value virtue above all else. Virtue was seen as the highest good, and anything else, including wealth, status,